Welcome back. It's a new week, new stages of races. I want to also thank everybody who subscribes and likes my videos. Thank y'all very much. Please subscribe to my videos. Helps out a lot. I'm trying to get to 250 before May, so come on, help me out. Get me there. Also, I'm trying to get just as many likes as I do views. I want to get my likes up. I'm trying to get them up. Thank y'all who've been liking my videos. Oh, also, thank y'all very much for the comments. I appreciate all of them. Hey man, they're very uplifting. I got a new guy following me. I'm gonna put your name right here, man. I'm sorry about that. I was doing this video. I did this race this morning. I'm gonna post it around 9-10 o'clock. Get it on out today because this is the new stage. It started today. It's stage 4, Glasgow Creech. This is one of my faster races. When I did the Eastern Open, when they had it on the creek, that was my first win as a team rider. So this is one of my fastest. In fact, on this race alone, I didn't even set no personal best because I've set them so high doing this race so much. I've done this course probably 50, 60 times. I'm just being honest, I've done it a ton. So it was just mostly me riding and just keeping in there. I will do a Class C on this one, Cat C. I will do a Cat C. Today I'm leaving out. I'm back on my normal runs. I'm back into riding again. It's been 2 weeks since I've really been riding. I've only been hit and miss here and there because, like I say, last week I took my son out of town. He's in welding school. We had to ride all the way out to Wyoming from Atlanta. And the week before that, I had a couple of things going on. So I'm finally back into the saddle. I can sit back down. It's been about 2 weeks I've been out of moving back and forth, but I'm finally back in the saddle and I'm ready to ride. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and get into this race. So we're 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Now on this race, I did not take off. It was funny how this thing turned my man kind of sideways when you saw when it first took off, but I didn't go at this race as if I was trying to power through it. I knew one thing about this race, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, is that once we got to the climb, I can climb this race pretty easy. Once I put the power in climbing, and once we get over the climb, that's when I start putting gaps into if anybody's riding with me. That's why I think this will be a pretty good race for Class C, because the thing is, it's 5 laps, so it's not too many laps where I'm gonna wear myself completely out. Plus, with this race, when I'm racing Cat C, this is one of my easier races because it's not super long, first of all. I know where to climb at. If I can keep up with you on the climb, on the other side of the hill, I can actually catch up to people pretty easy because as long as I go like right here, as we see we come around this corner, we're gonna go down, and if we just start to climb the hill, I wanna make sure I'm at the right spot. But once we get down and make this turn, we're climbing it. In fact, we're starting to climb the hill here, but it's not a real big climb. Right in here around this pole, if you had a feather, you hit the feather right here. And that feather, if you do it just right, it'll carry you all the way up to the arches. And that's the way I like to do it. It takes you just above the top of the hill. Now, this is where I get people at. As long as I keep up with you up this hill, and this hill is not bad for me no more. 8%, 9%, I can kind of keep up with folks now. So as long as I keep up with you like hill, when we come over the hill, you see how he's pedaling past me? I pedal up to get my speed up, and then I kind of just let this thing get me over this first hill. And once I'm over this first hill, that's where I take over. The big thing about me is that I can come down the hill with everybody else. It's the acceleration that I can hit the speed. Let's say both of us hit 50 kilometers an hour coming down that hill. I will hit 50 kilometers an hour way before a lighter guy ever touches it. Even though he'll hit 50 kilometers an hour, I'm already at it by the time I'm at the bottom of the hill. So when I get going up the hill, that momentum takes me through the hill. That's why I'm so good on this. This is one, if you're a big guy, this week is one of your favorite weeks to race. And this is going out to all my big guys. It's a big guy alarm. I guess I need to come with an alarm signal. But this is a big guy alarm because with this race, on this race, the lumpy lumps and the hill are all on the back side. Or the downhill is on the back side of this race, which you can carry that momentum if you do it just right all the way through this race. I'm not really pushing, I'm being honest, I'm not really pushing myself as hard. Now you see my screen up like that? I had turned the Wi-Fi off my phone when I went out of town because we was doing a couple of things. I forgot to turn it back on when I got home. came back home. So at one point I was trying to figure out what was going on with my phone. Then I realized my Wi-Fi was off. So you'll see this all switch off in a minute, but I couldn't see what boost I was getting. And this one, I don't know if it's only giving us boost for, it's only giving us boost for drafting. So maybe when I'm racing with the C's, I would draft a lot more because somebody gave me the comment. Like I put up what I would place if I was a C rider. And they were like, no, not really, because as a C, when I'm riding with C's, I would get a lot more draft boosts off them. So I would be further up. Some people believe I'd be in the top 25. Now, in this race, I'm not gonna lie, I think I may be. And like I said, it's gonna be later this week because I have to get out of here today by about 9 o'clock in the morning, 8:30. So it's like 6:30 in the morning right now. So I really hadn't got anything together for this week. I don't know, man. I was in like this weekend, I was tired. I didn't get to really cool down. And so I wanted to race. I signed up for a couple of races. Sorry if y'all saw me sign up and I didn't race. I didn't realize how tired I was. I really didn't. I just keep moving and my wife gets on me and I was just sitting there and I just was tired. So that's what happened with me. So like I say, I think it's around the second or third lap I realized what was going on with my phone and I cut it off. I cut the HUD off and let the sauce come back up because that's the way I keep track of what I'm doing. Sauce is really how I race these races now. Now, as a big guy, I've been talking a lot about strategizing. We really have to strategize what we're doing. We can't just go off the bat of going, okay, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm just no, you really have to sit down and strategize these races. Now, like I say with Glasgow, I've done it so much, I knew exactly what kind of tack I wanted to do with this. Now, I have done this race with the NTS 3s. We did this race, and what we did was, I came in, it was a ladder race. And I came in and raced the ladder race. And what happened at the end of the ladder race was I got beat at the end because I think that ladder race was like 10 laps. And I finally got, it may have been shorter than, I want to say it was maybe 6 or 7 laps. But by this last lap, I was tired. Now you see why I clicked it in because I figured out what was going on with my phone. So once my phone hooked up, I was able to see, because what I do with my phone is so where I see what power-ups I get. And also it reads in Impro, American, so that I can see the miles per hour. But on Sauce, everything is in European, it's all in kilometers and all that. So, and it's really good that way. But if you look at my numbers right now, I'm watching what everybody else is riding at, and I'm just trying to either stay with where they're at or just improve when I get a chance to. See, now you see me going up the hill, and I'm slowing down. My goal now is trying to keep up whatever they got coming around, and I try to get that power into this hill. The hill is not as bad as you think it would be. This hill used to kill me, man. I'm not even gonna lie. This hill used to be it was a bummer. And this hill is not that bad for me anymore. It's really kind of cool now that I've been doing it so long that I'm used to almost all the courses. I hate I didn't get the other stage in stage 3, but what I'm gonna do is do the makeup days for stage 3. I've ran that stage 3. I think I did that KISS race the week before, was the exact same race. So I won stage 3. I didn't get a chance to really do it this weekend. I really just think I needed to rest my body for a while, and I hadn't really done it. That car ride out to Wyoming was, man, I ain't gonna lie. We left 6 o'clock Wednesday morning, and about 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, somewhere there, on Thursday afternoon, I was in Wyoming. It was like almost 1,700 miles. And I drove all the way. My son was like, Dad, you gonna let me drive? And I'm like, nah, I'm kind of cool. I drive for a living, so it doesn't bother me. And plus, we was in a car, so it wasn't like I was watching a 53-foot trailer or something. I was just driving. So it was kind of cool for me to do that. So now as we come around here on the 4th lap, we get ready to get into the 4th lap. You notice nobody's behind me. I'm only about 0.2 kilometers ahead. But once we get the flats, as a bigger guy, what you can do is the game kind of rates out raw power more on flats. And so what you do is splash, and this is a little bit more negative. Most of this coming rush, especially you come on the start line. When you come on that start line, most of this is mostly negative till we hit that climb. So if you can go ahead and get your speed up it's not as hard to maintain a speed, especially for somebody that's my size. The momentum keeps going. Now, what you have to remember is where is the hill, and you have to keep that. Now, this is the problem that's gonna happen when I race C's. Once we come around to this hill, what you're gonna see happen is I'm gonna come here, and this is where C's start to lead me at. I would have done a C today, but I really wanted to get this first one in. So this is what C's normally, I get thicker C's here. It's this second hill when it gets up to 9 where a lot lighter riders than C can just keep pulling away from me. And so what happened is once we get up over this hill, I can't take a break. I have to actually start really powering into this thing, because you want to power just as you get ready to crest over into the downhill and keep powering until you get up to about 50 kilometers an hour, and that'll help you get over that hill. Now, as we get close to the end of the fourth lap, this is the fourth lap. We're coming around on this thing, and like I said, I'm starting to pull away because these lumpy humps, my momentum coming down one, going back up one, I'm not losing a lot of speed. And if you look at where everybody else is at, yeah, they're coming down the hill, but once they hit these lumpy lumps, I call them lumpy lumps. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's the only thing I can come up with when I'm talking about them. You can see them on my map. This is one reason I love the map too, because it keeps me clued into where everything is and if I'm on a negative or a positive. So, and what you want to do is keep track of your landmarks, because that'll also help you out. Now, I knew when we passed that blue bug, that was gonna be, that was gonna be the last hill. So now it's the straightaway right here. Now, since I'm not under any stress with somebody that's racing right behind me, it makes no sense in powering out. All I'm trying to do now is just maintain speed. I look at whatever they're doing, and I just try to maintain above that. That's the true goal now. It's just to maintain whatever they're doing. So now we're on the final lap. And if we come around on this final lap, you can notice that nobody's around me. I'm mostly chasing people I'm starting to lap people, so I'm starting to chase people who are behind me. But I'm not trying to power super through this thing, because, like I said, this is one of my fastest courses I have. So it makes no sense that I would not try to do a Cat C race on this. Like I said, when I get back, I'll probably be back Thursday. So I'm thinking Thursday afternoon with some fresh legs, I'll race C. And then I'll probably do a race in this too. Not A, so no, hell no. I probably do another D race in this, but my next race in this Glasgow will be a C, Cat C, category C race. So that would probably be Thursday for anybody wondering. I will try to make sure I post it before I do it. Sorry for when I posted them this week. I did it Friday night. When I woke up Saturday morning, man, it's like my body just didn't want to move. And so I just kind of sat around, and I said I was gonna ride Sunday. And since I normally do my garden, I end up planting some more seedlings, and I dropped some bok choy and some more lettuce. And I'm getting ready, because I'm getting close to my frost date, so it's time to go ahead and start planting a lot of my seedlings. So, and that's what I'm doing. So Sundays is mostly working on my garden. So that's the other thing I'm doing. So that was what was going on. But when I get back Thursday, I'm pretty sure I will do a Cat C. And so that's to let y'all know that. Now, as we get close to the end of this race, it's really not no flaring, no big thing about this race. It's just me getting to the end of the race. And as you can see, I'm not really pushing myself as hard, because there's no reason to. You just ride it out. I have a significant lead. This is no down to anybody who's racing me. It's just, hey, look, this is what I do on this race, and that's all to it, man. This is one of my faster laps, and this is what's gonna happen unless I'm in C and I can race with them. So I will do that this week, so y'all can get to see that later on. Here's the results of the race. Thank y'all for following me. Thank y'all for supporting me. Like I say, I'm trying to get just as many views as I do likes. Trying to get just as many likes as I do views. Please like and smash the bell. If you follow me and you're there with me. Thank y'all who subscribe with me. Thank all the people who support me. Please leave your comments. Have a great day, and with that, ride on.